Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my home. My name is Becky. I am so excited that you're here today. Well, it is September the 26th, and it is officially time to start decorating for Halloween, and I am so excited. This is my third Halloween on YouTube, and I have had the most fun. This was the best decision to start this channel. I have enjoyed you guys so much. I've enjoyed this channel. It has been such a fun experience from day one. Let me show you my shirt. It says, "Hello, Queen." It's got a little crown and everything. My nephew went to Disney this past weekend or week, and he brought this back to me because he saw it. He didn't bring gifts to anybody. He saw this. He said, "Becky needs that." So he brought it back to me. Thank you, Matthew and Sarah. I appreciate it. I love it. I love my shirt. So what we're doing today is we are going to start decorating for Halloween now. I haven't even taken down my fall decor. I haven't brought any boxes in the house. I've got to do all that. So as for today, Thursday, I don't know how much I'm going to get done. Hopefully for the whole of this video, I will have some decorating in here for you. But I've got to do that first. I've got to bring in my 12,687,000 totes from outside in the shed. If you've ever gotten a glimpse inside my shed, you know that was exaggerated. It was, I'll admit. But I have a lot. And I've got to bring all of that in. It's a little gloomy and rainy out there. There's a storm out there brewing. So hopefully I'll be able to at least get the biggest part of it done today. And then maybe Saturday and possibly Monday, I can get some decorating done and put it in this video for you so we can see something put together, because I know you guys are looking forward to it as well. And it's a lot to do. It's impossible to do in one day or even 2 days or even 3 days sometimes. It's my fault. I overdo it. It's my fault, but I do enjoy it. I'm actually a little more excited to decorate for the outside this year than I am for the inside, because I have these plans in my head. Last year was the first year that I really decorated outside, and David and I went real big, and the neighbors loved it. The nephews and nieces loved it. It was just so much fun. And so this year we decided we're going to add to that, and we've been working on a project or two, and I can't wait to get that all put together and share that with you. But we're going to hold off just a few days because, like I said, there's a storm brewing out there. We are still right smack dab in the middle of hurricane season around here, so I need to give it just a few days before I move outside. But we can certainly, absolutely start working on the inside. I just need to get started on pulling all those bins in and getting the fall stuff taken down. And then it's all fun and frolic from there on out, because we'll have everything decorated. We can watch the movies, cuddle on the couch with the cocoa, and do all the things and make all the memories. So this is the work, and then we'll have the whole month of October to enjoy all the lights and the coziness and all the things that just bring me so much joy. So let's get started, and I will see you guys back here in just a few minutes. I'm not sure if I don't know where I'm gonna start, but we gotta get started. I'll probably start just taking stuff out of the shed and bringing it in, because I also need to bring the boxes in to pack my fall stuff away. So this may be more like a vlog than a decorate with me. I don't know. I don't know where this video is going, but we're gonna do this together. So I've got most everything taken out of the bins. I still have a few bins that I have not emptied everything out yet because everything is so small and I've kind of run out of room. But the majority of the larger pieces that I know where they're going, I just pulled out, and I've got everything spread out as best as I can in the space that I have to lay it out in. I have quickly run out of space. I know it looks chaotic, but it is kind of organized chaos because I know where everything is and sort of where to find it. So I've got different piles here. There's Flossie. Hey, Flossie. We're not going to use all of this year. I think I'm going to scale back just a little bit. I don't know. I could change my mind once I start decorating. Who knows? But right now, my mind is on the storm that's coming. There's we're at a 3 out of 5 risk for tornadoes. So my heart is not real settled right now, and it's hard for me to do a whole lot. I'm just kind of a little nervous and worried about going through the night with tornado threats. So all of this right here is needing to be washed because these are all of our blankets that we cuddle up with. This is outdoor. This is a giveaway box. These are some things I don't think I'm going to use this year. I'm just going to pack it away. And it's just a mess right now, but it is kind of sort of cleared off, ready to be decorated. And I don't know how much more I'm going to do today just because it's already after 4 o'clock. I may come in maybe Friday night, Saturday morning and do a little bit, but as of right now, this is where I am. Good morning. It is a beautiful, bright, and sunny Monday morning. I don't normally have Monday morning to hang out with you guys, which is a lot of fun for me. I actually have Monday and Tuesday off, so I'm planning on getting all of my Halloween decorations up and finished and those videos out for you soon. That's the plan. So I'm excited to be able to hang out with you guys for the next couple of days. I wanted to take a minute to just address something that I feel is important, and it's laying heavy on my heart. So the last time I talked to you during this same video, it was the 26th. I told you that there was some storms looming out there that were headed well, not our way, but was headed in the direction of the United States, which was Hurricane Helene. We were supposed to get just some residual pieces of it from the outer bands because we were on that side of the storm. So they just told us to look out for some flooding and maybe some tornado warnings. But we had just gone through a terrible storm ourselves the week before. So I was a little unnerved from that. And then, just thinking about the storm coming was just not settling well in my heart. And I was just a little nervous. So sure enough, storm came and it hit western North Carolina as predicted, but the damage that it did was not expected. It is catastrophic. These people are absolutely watching their houses float away. They can't find their loved ones. They can't find them mostly because, well, the communication is bad. Their towers aren't good. It's hard to get good cell service in the mountains on a beautiful day, much less when something like this is going on. It's just, David and I are looking at Facebook every hour, looking at the damage, and it's a new picture each time, and it's a new photo each time of a missing person or someone that their family can't reach, and it's just devastating. And I just want to stop and just say, if you guys believe in prayer, please stop and say a prayer for this community. I mean, honestly, from Florida up needs prayer and needs restoration. Western North Carolina did not exactly, they didn't expect it to be this bad. I mean, I know they knew it was coming and they were preparing as best as they can, but you can't prepare for something like this. And they're not used to these types of storms like we are over on the coast. So please stop, pray for them. If you are close enough to donate anything to them, do that. There's a ton of people in my community that's going to be traveling this week up there to help offer their services and take donations. The North Carolina Highway Patrol is collecting things this week. I've got some things to take to them. I can't get there myself, but my heart is with you guys. My heart and my mind is with you. And I feel kind of silly going in there and decorating a house for Halloween when so many people have actually lost their house. So please know that even though I'm going to be decorating for a frivolous holiday, for frivolous reasons, I do want you to know that I'm thinking of you, and it is not just being passed off in my, I'm not just taking it for granted, put it that way. It's the best way I know to say that. So We love you guys. We're thinking about you, and all our prayers are going out to you. All right, so we're gonna start here in the kitchen and the dining room. I've got everything spread out on the dining room table. We're gonna decorate this hutch. I've kind of already started on the hutch because I always put those same dishes up there. You've seen me do it before. It's not anything new or surprising, so the only thing is we're gonna put something different right there. Last year and the year before, I took down everything off this shelf. I decided not to do that this year. I'm just gonna add a couple pops of orange in on my Amazon shelf. And then of course we're gonna do our tier tray, tablescape, and then here in the kitchen, I have 3 main spots that I'm gonna decorate. It's gonna be here and in the corners. I also, in years past, have decorated all up here, but I don't think I'm gonna do that this year either. It will come down for Christmas, but this is my attempt to scale down a little bit and not go overboard, which I am bad for. So let's get started. I think what we'll do first, we always start in the kitchen, we always start in these corners, so let's just keep the ball rolling with that. We'll start over here. All right, I will tell you that I've already planned this out, so I kind of know where I'm putting everything. Some things may change from the original plan, but it's going to make things move a lot quicker around here. So the first thing we're going to add is this little sign that I made. I made this years ago. It's just from a piece of wood and my Cricut. So I've got a little easel set up back here. I'm just going to put that there. And then we're going to make it like a little pumpkin patch. So as usual, I do like to put greenery down to have like a base. So I'm just going to tuck in a few pieces. This is essentially the same greenery that I used for my fall setup. I'm just reusing everything that I had before. So I'm going to take this and spread it around. And then I've got some pumpkins. This is my favorite pumpkin. I don't know where it came from, but we're going to put that down first. And then I've got these little pumpkins here that I get from Hobby Lobby that I use all over the house. So we're going to have 3 because 3 is a good number to use when decorating. And then I'm going to finish tucking in some greenery just to make it a little more fuller. Now, I thought about adding some of these orange leaves in here to give it a little more pop of fall. So let's see what that looks like. Just popping in there. Not sure. No, I don't think I like that. I think I want to keep it with just the pumpkins and the greenery. Okay. It just looks like a little pumpkin patch. So cute. Okay, now for the final ta-da here, we're gonna add, let me clean up just a second here. We're gonna add some blackbirds, and I cannot for the life of me find my earthquake putty, so we're gonna hope that they'll stick and stay where we put them. But I would like to put one up here. And I can always come back with a hot glue gun because it's just, honestly, it's just plastic on plastic, so it should be fine. Maybe one down here. Let's see how that looks. And one more over here on top of this little pumpkin. And for that one, I am going to kind of stick that little wire in the styrofoam pumpkin to make it hold, because it slides right in. Well, it's supposed to slide right in. We'll get it. There it goes. I'm gonna fix that in just a second because I don't want you to watch me struggle. And then I'll show you what it looks like. And then I've got this pretty little hand towel that we're gonna hang here on my ladder. And then I think the only other thing I'm gonna put over here are my little salt and pepper shakers that I got this summer while I was thrifting, or actually antiquing, and my little scaredy cat salt and pepper. So we're gonna sit those maybe right here. I know you can't see that. Put them right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna touch this up a little bit and then I'll show you what it looks like. I just had to do a little finagling off camera. Sometimes when the camera's looking at me, I cannot for the life of me get things to work right, but we've got our 3 little birds and our little pumpkin patch, and I just like this corner so much because it's just simple and it's not overwhelming. And then there's our cute little scaredy cat salt and pepper shakers. So now we're gonna move over here to this corner, and let me just get everything ready for that. Now I have that song in my head, 3 little birds. I've been singing it since I said that. All right, let's move to this side of the countertop, and I've got this cute little sign that I got from Ross a couple years ago. It was $7.99. I've got another easel set up back there, so we're gonna set that up first. And then we're going to put some books. Just got some older books that I've collected over the years for some height. And then I've got this little riser here that my friend sent me for a little more height. And we're going to put this beautiful little guy here. He was, I think, $5 at the Habitat for Humanity last year. He was made in 1985 from somebody with the initials of EC. I love him. So I'm gonna have to hide his cord just a little bit. So I'm just gonna tuck it back here to try to make it prettier. All right. And then we're gonna keep going with the pumpkin patch theme. So I have a couple little pretty pumpkins here. So I'm gonna tuck one there and one there. And then come in with the same greenery that I used on the other side to just kind of finish everything off and make it look a little more natural. As natural as possible anyway. I can fiddle with that a little later, but I think that's good for now. And then we've got this cute little sign here, which was another Ross find for $4.99. I got that a couple of years ago. And I normally have a little picture hanging up here anyway, so there's already a nail. So this is gonna hang just a little low, but I don't wanna put another hole in the wall. So we're just gonna let it fit right there, and it'll be fine. I need to fill up my flour container. I did buy some flour from with my groceries yesterday, so I need to fill that up. All right, so that's that corner. So if we can arrange things a little better. Okay, all right, now that's done. Now we've got one more little section here in the kitchen to decorate. This little shelf here I got from Hobby Lobby several years ago. I always put my Hocus Pocus collection up here. It's fun to look at every day when I come in the kitchen, and I enjoy it being up here, but my little collection has grown so much that it no longer fits on these 2 shelves. So we're going to put my Hocus Pocus collection in the 3-tiered tray that I have on my table, and this little vignette's going to be a little different this year. So I have it, I've decided what's going here, and so far I like it a lot, but it was a whole new setup to put together, so that was interesting. It was one of the last things that I decided on how I wanted things to be. So I just have this felt pumpkin. I'm going to put that there first, and then I have this pretty little plate. I have a lot of these plates actually. I put them up in my hutch, but this was an extra one that I wanted to use. So we're going to put that there. And then I have this cute little Annalise doll. She's a trick-or-treater. You can see her little trick-or-treat bag. So we're going to sit her there. And then I have a cute little Halloween is Calling sign. I'm going to put that there. I have these little, they're blow molds, but they're cheap little ones from the Dollar General. I like these. I think they look vintage and they remind me of like from the 90s, little trick-or-treat buckets everywhere. So I'm gonna stick a couple of those up there too. And I like to take these little extra pieces that have fallen off of my stems and kind of tuck them in around the bottom, because I feel like if our little girl was trick-or-treating in the autumn, like maybe in Salem or where people actually have beautiful leaves during the fall, not here, but I feel like that's the kind of scenery that you want to set up, is like a fall scenery with leaves down on the ground. And I just like to tuck those in different places and make it look just, I don't know, something about it just looks sweet. So I'm going to tuck a few of those in all around. And then we're going to go to the bottom. I'll tuck more in later. I don't want to waste your time. So the bottom was a little difficult for me to decide what to do, but I think it turned out really cute and I think you're going to like it. I have these little pumpkins, lopsided pumpkins, mostly just as filler. They're not really the focal point of what we're looking at, but they're going to add some color and some filler. So I'm going to put one on either side. And then I have these, Summer's laughing. Can you hear her laughing? Sorry. I don't know who she's talking to, but she's having a time in there. I have these skeleton hands. These were some that were left over that I wasn't quite sure because they didn't match. So I figure, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put one here and one here, I think, something along the course of that. And then I have these mugs that I made years ago when Ray Dunn was all the craze and everybody wanted them, but nobody could find them because people were trying to kill each other over it. And I cut this out with my Cricut. So I have a girl and a boy, and one says Mommy and one says Daddy. So we're gonna put their little coffee mugs in their hands to look like Mommy and Daddy. Now, if I can just get these set up the right way again. There we go. So there is Mommy and Daddy in their little coffee mugs. So I think that's too cute, and I like this little setup. It's just simple enough, but festive enough also. I'm gonna continue to pop in a few more of these leaves, and then I'll show you what it looks like. And here's the final product with all of the little fall leaves. Now, I think I might come back and add some lighting in here. I feel like it needs a little more lighting. I'm gonna put something up here as far as lighting goes. Let me turn him just a little bit more this way because he was kind of turned the wrong way. And then we have to put our rug. Let me grab my rug real quick. I'm trying not to make you guys dizzy. I got this rug this year from Ross. And he does move around a little bit, so I need some little grippy things to put down there for it. And that is all done. I think that's all I'm gonna do for the kitchen. I'm gonna call it done, and we're gonna move into the dining room. Can you see the little birds up there? But don't you think I need just a little bit more lighting in here, especially at night? All I have is the light from the lamp and the light from his eyes. So we're gonna work on that later, and maybe in my full house tour, you'll be able to see it. And then here is my little nephew, Austin. He made that for me a couple years ago, and I just love it, and I like to put it up on my refrigerator. Okay, I wanted to show you this. Summer ordered all of these blow mold lighting situation things. She goes on goodwill.com, and she got all of these for me to use. So I haven't had a chance to go through them yet. I know they all work. We did check that, but we're gonna use these too. But I don't know if I'm gonna use them on the inside or the outside. But I do have lighting options, and I also have all of these lights. Since I decided not to do a tree this year, I have all of those that normally go on the tree. But I do like to get those 25 count lights from Dollar Tree to do those little vignettes because it's just the right amount. It's just the amount we need. All right, so the next biggest thing we're gonna do, this is all of my Johanna Parker collection. And then some pieces that aren't Johanna Parker that kind of match. And I wanted to put them all together. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them up here on this hutch. We'll take those plates down too. But I went ahead and put these up just to save space because I knew they were going up here. But I always put these up here. I am gonna do one thing off camera though. I got some more of these little garlands from Hobby Lobby. You know, they're 40 or 50% off, so they're not very expensive. But I got some more of these, and I want to put one up here with some lights. I don't want to do anything too fancy or anything like that. I just want some lighting in here and some ambiance, and that's the best way I can think to do that. So I'm going to do that off camera, and you'll see it when I'm done with it. So that part is done. It was fairly simple to do. I don't think the camera is picking it up just right, but those are orange lights. And I added a few blackbirds up there because I do love the blackbirds mixed in with the orange leaves. It's my favorite. So, and then I took down all the plates that I have hung up on the wall. They'll come up after Christmas. All right, so let's start decorating our shelves. So we'll just start down at the bottom part. I don't do a whole lot down here just because I don't really want to take everything down just yet. I'm gonna have to take it down for Christmas. So we're gonna leave it up as long as possible. But I have my little David and Becky pumpkin people, and you'll see a lot of representations of David and Becky throughout this Decorate With Me series. I just think it's cute to add those little touches, those personalized touches to your home. So I'm gonna sit David up on the little books and let his arm kind of rest up on top of the other books. And then last year I had his coffee mugs. He was holding a coffee mug. It was really cute. And then we'll put her there. And then I have this little black and white pumpkin. I'm just gonna put that there so she'll have something to hold on to. All right, let's move up to this first shelf in our hutch. Essentially what we're doing is putting all of my Johanna Parker collection on this one hutch so that it can all be together. I'm gonna start with my mugs because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 10 mugs that I've collected over the years, and they just keep getting cuter and cuter. So I want to make sure they're showcased. What I like to do with my mugs is make one higher than the other. So I use different types of risers. I have these that come from the, Hobby Lobby. I have little candle holders. I have little wooden blocks that I use. But anything that I can find that's kind of neutral and blends in to make one higher than the other. So I'm going to start with Mr. and Mrs. Frank first, and we're going to put these over here. And then I think what I'm going to do is once the shelf is decorated, then I'll come back with the florals and the greenery and the fall leaves and everything. That way we can just kind of stay on track. The next thing that I have for the other side is this cute little witch that I picked up at Home Goods. She was $10. She was new this year. I wanted something to blend in with my Johanna Parker stuff, and I thought she was perfect. I'm gonna put her there. And then in the middle, we're gonna put this little guy. I got him on Amazon. He's pretty popular this year. I did try to do a dupe for this and it failed. I'm still wanting to do it. Just have not gotten a chance to do that yet. Let's see, what else do we have? I have this little Johanna Parker girl. She's from a couple of years ago. She was only $5.99 from Ross. When Johanna Parker first started getting popular, everything was at Ross. That's where you found everything. And that's when you could really, I guess, afford it too. They got a little more expensive as the years went by. All right, next thing I've got this little pumpkin guy. I've had him for a long time. He came from, you know what, I think he came from, that was that old craft store that we used to go to all the time. It's not Michael's and it's not Joann's. It was a different one. I can't think of it right now. I've got a ton of little salt and pepper shakers in different characters and just lots of them. So what I like to do to have for my little vignettes to have different sizes is I'll take one of the salt and pepper shakers and mix in to just give it a different size, a different color, and just, you know, mix it all together. All right, let's see, what else can we add? I've got this little owl that I got from an antique store. I need to take his tag off. He's Bethany Lowe. I knew I liked him for some reason, but he was at an antique store, just kind of sitting there for, I think he was only like $5. Nobody saw the beauty in him but me, so I took him home. So put him here. I don't think I quite realized that was Bethany Lowe. She's really popular too, right up there with Johanna Parker. And then I think that's all we're gonna do right now on that shelf. We're gonna come back with some fall leaves and make it pretty in just a minute. So for the next shelf, I'm gonna decorate the second shelf, and then I'm just gonna fast forward through the other two because they're kind of repetitive. But I did pick up this plate. It's melamine. It's not breakable, but there was something about this that was just magical to me with the little trick-or-treaters and the little houses. I just love the scene, and it was only $5.99, and it was from Home Goods. So I wanted to use it in my hutch. So instead of the normal plate that goes up here, we're gonna put that there. Granted, it's probably gonna get hidden a little bit when we start putting things up there, but it is what it is. And then this is a new piece that I got this year. Probably Home Goods, more than likely. Johanna Parker. I'm gonna put that there. And yes, it hides my beautiful house. You know what? Maybe I can get a plate stand to rise that up a little bit. Let me see if I can find that. All right, I got it raised up just a little bit. That helps some, but it's not completely perfect. It's better than it was though. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is use this little candlestick as a riser, and I'm gonna put this little pumpkin over here in the corner. And what I'm doing is I practiced ahead of time and I took a picture, so I'm using that as reference on where to put everything. You may remember this little cat. I got him at an antique store a couple years ago, and I think he's so cute. I'll put him here. And then we're gonna put some more of our mugs up. So let's pick two of them. I think we'll pick a pumpkin and a spider. How about that? We'll put one here and one, let me grab a riser here. What I like to do with the mugs, how I pick them, is I like for their handles to be in different directions. And then we have these cute little salt and pepper shakers, Frank and wife. Now, normally I separate the salt and pepper shakers if they're the same, but these two need to be together. So we'll put them here, like that. And then we'll put this little cat, who, I don't know that this is Johanna Parker. I think this was just a dupe that was at Ross one year. It was only $4.99, but close enough. So we'll put him here. And like I said, once we add the greenery or the fall leaves, it's gonna take it to a whole nother level of magic. So, oh, one more thing to add in here. I've got this little pumpkin that my friend Dusty made for me last year. I want to add that in there as well. So he needs a little riser too, so you can see him. I only have pink left, so we'll put that right there in that spot. Okay, so that is the first two shelves. The second two shelves are pretty much the same thought process, so I'm going to do those real quick and then we'll add the fall leaves and you can see the final ta-da. I'm really happy with the way this shelf looks. I just need to add some fall leaves, so I'm gonna do that and show you what it looks like instead of you having to watch me. Basically, I've got a couple different types of stems. I've got this color and I've got that color, and I'm just gonna kind of mix them together and just tuck them in wherever I think it looks nice. But I could use a couple more things on that top shelf, but I think we're good. It looks really nice. I like the mixture of the green. Oh, looks like this fell over. Hold on. And the orange and the black and just all the beautiful colors mixed together. It just makes me happy. Oh, and the pop of purple too. So whenever, I'm gonna go ahead and put those leaves up there, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can tell a big difference or not, but in person you can. So I've added some fall leaves here, and it just adds that little bit of extra touch. I could use a few right here, but we'll come back later and do that. I need to keep moving for now. But here's how my beautiful hutch looks. This is magical. It is absolutely magical. The only thing that it could possibly use is something up there, but we gotta at some point stop, especially if I'm gonna say that I'm gonna tone it down. I need to learn when and where to stop. So this is a good stopping point. The next thing we're gonna decorate, the only thing we have left to do in this area of the house, we've got the dining room table, and then we've got this little section here. And then I wanna hang a blanket. So let's come here next. This is not gonna be too elaborate. I am gonna put another one of those garlands up there to add some more lighting. That should be easy. And this is gonna be very, very simple, nothing elaborate at all. It's a little dark in this corner, so I'm sorry, but this is all that we have to work with. I like to put something a little festive here on this wall. This is my Amazon shelf. I keep a lot of my amber glass over here. Normally I take all of that down and I decorate it for Halloween, but this year I decided not to do that. I'm just gonna leave it up as long as I possibly can. It will come down for Christmas more than likely though. But anyway, I had a sign up there that was like a harvest sign, and it would have worked perfectly fine if had I left it up there, but a friend of mine gave me a gift that I wanted to use. Now, my friend, Kim, she actually has a YouTube channel on here. She doesn't live far from me. I've known her my whole life just about. We didn't know each other had a YouTube channel until we found each other on YouTube. But, well, actually, I think she announced it on Facebook that she had a channel, so I went and checked it out. And it's so much fun. It's a lot of, if you're native to North Carolina, she does a lot of historical stories, local to the community and local to the area. She does some true crime. This time of year, she does some ghost stories that's really cool to watch. So if you're interested in things like that, go check out Kim's channel. I'll put a link down in the description, but go support her channel. She's doing well with it. She's got over 1,000 subscribers. While she has a completely different niche than what I have, it's still so much fun for me to go and read and hear about local stories and folklore and things like that. It's really cool. She's also very, very active in cemetery restoration. So if that's something you're interested in, also she does a lot of that, which is basically where she goes to the cemetery and she cleans the gravesides, which is pretty awesome in my book for someone to do that, especially when she has no idea who those people even are. But she appreciates the people that they were, and she remembers them and honors them in the most respectful manner. So go check out Kim's channel if that's something that you guys are into, and show her some support. But what she gave me, she was doing some digging and scrapping and things like that, and she found this window that she thought that I would enjoy, and of course I do. I love it, and I have a place for it in my bathroom, which after this is all said and done, I think that's where it's gonna go. But for now, I think I'm gonna use it because it's kind of Halloween-y looking right now. I haven't even washed it yet, Kim. I haven't even wiped it down. It's still the same as when you brought it to me. But we're gonna put that up there. And I think I'm gonna use this side because it's a little wider on this side. And then I'm going to put something else in front of it, and you'll see what that is in just a second. Right, I don't know what kind of angle I got you on, but sometimes we got to be creative in getting the shot, you know? So I have a piece of wood up there that kind of elevates things, so I'm just going to use that same piece of wood and just lean this up against my wall. Nope, that's not right. Hold on. I've already practiced. Hold on. Yep, this is right. Okay. This is the correct way. I did that because I've got a nail in there so that I can hang the second part. And I have this sign that I've had for a long, long time, and it just simply says Happy Halloween. So it has a hook on the back, and I'm gonna hang it on that little nail that I've already placed right here. Just like that. Now I decided to just leave that dough bowl up there basically because I was running out of decorations and I needed something up there, didn't quite know what to put up there. So I just left it. It's not hurting anything, and it's a neutral space filler, so it's okay. Then I'm gonna add some leaves. And I'm also gonna come in here and add some lights as well. So I don't think you need to watch me do this part, so I'll do that off camera and then I'll be right back. All right, so we've got our leaves here. Just need to make them where you can see them a little better. But they're glowing beautifully, and then we're going to put our pumpkin man that we made in a craft with me. This is the dupe to the Catherine's collection, and if you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check it out because I did not make the pumpkin. A few people were like, oh, did you sculpt the face? No, I did not sculpt the face. That is way, way beyond my expertise to do, but I did the arms and the hands. I made them out of wire and paper mache, and the rest is certainly enough. So it was a lot of work, but it was fun and I enjoyed it. But if you're interested in that, go check it out. So we're gonna put him up there. Perfect little spot waiting on him right here. And then the last thing that I'd like to do is I've got 3 birds left, and I'd like to kind of perch them around just wherever I can find a spot. So I'm gonna do that real quick and then I'll be right back. Here's how it looks with the birds, and I also added a few pumpkins in there to try to kind of go with the pumpkin patch. I do know that that big dough bowl is not probably ideal. It doesn't really make any sense up there, but I am good with it for right now. It's fine. It's gonna have to be okay because I don't have anything else big to go up there. So for the rest of my shelf, you'll notice I have some free spaces there. I do have some pumpkins picked out that we're just gonna kind of tuck in just a couple of the shelves. All right, we got this cute little guy right here. We're gonna put him here. We've got Ray Dunn Boo. I'm gonna put him here, and I'm gonna put one of my little skeleton hands on top just to kind of hold on to it. This little guy right here we got from Michael's. I'm gonna tuck him right there, and then I've got another little skeleton hand we'll put on top of his head right there. And then finally I have this beautiful black and white stripe, and we're gonna put it right here. And that is good enough for that little shelf. We only have 2 more things left to decorate for this side of the house, and then we should be done over here, and then we'll move over to the living room. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna separate these videos. The yard is gonna be, I know, a separate video. I'm not sure about the house. We may separate it into 2 separate ones, but I also think I might do like a little extra small video doing the tier tray and not include it in this one because I haven't ever decorated that tier tray before with Hocus Pocus stuff. It's gonna be new, and I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna go or how long it's gonna take me. So I don't wanna add a ton more time to this video, but we're gonna do at least the tablescape. So I got this table runner at Hobby Lobby this year because I noticed last year that I needed one, and it's just little jack-o'-lanterns. It's cute as it can be. It's like a linen material and it fits quite perfectly. I've got these little skeleton guys. I've had these for a while. I got these, I think, years ago from Old Time Pottery. They were $7.99, but I've had them for a long time, and they are so cute. So we're gonna put one on each side, and then the table, excuse me, the dishes are the same as they were last year with the exception of one thing. So I always start with my striped chargers. These chargers came from Hobby Lobby in the spring collection. So if you're like me and you think about Halloween year long, you could pick these up in the springtime and have them all ready for your Halloween tablescape because they are perfect for them. And then we have these yellow dishes that came from the Dollar Tree. I did buy 2 of them on a different year, so they're a little different in color. So I usually put the 2 brighter ones on the end and the duller ones in the middle. And those need to be wiped off. Nope, that goes here. And then normally I have some dishes that I have used for the last several years and I love them, but I got some new ones this year and they're just these sweet little ghosts. They were from Home Goods, and they came in a pack of 4 for $9.99. I'm gonna put those there for just something different to look at. And then, like I said, we'll come back later with the centerpiece and do that separate. And I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do it, but I need a few minutes to decide on that. The last thing we've got is let me move you over just a little bit, our little blanket ladder. And I have this little blanket that I got a couple years ago. And it's the sweetest little ghost, like 2-dimensional ghost. We're gonna hang that up. And then, because this is not really a blanket that we're gonna cuddle up with and use, all of my cuddle blankets are over in the blanket basket. I got this little guy at a thrift store for like $2.99 or $3.99, something like that, and he's got I guess it's like a bread tie back there already tied to him, and I'm just gonna kind of attach him to the ladder here at like an angle, I think, and just hopefully he'll stay. And if he falls, he's wooden. I don't think he'll break. I'm just gonna kind of put him right there. He's cute. I wouldn't mind adding an orange type blanket at the bottom to add a pop of orange. But I need to go through my blankets and see what I've got exactly, because we kind of use all of the ones that we have over in the basket. That's all I'm gonna do for this side of the house for now. I've got to charge my battery up and take a little snack break and decide what I'm gonna do on the other side of the house. I'm gonna end this video for now. As always, I do appreciate you guys spending your precious time with me. It means so much to me. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you come back and hang out with me some more, because we have lots of decorating to do. We have lots of content, Halloween content. We've got to decorate the yard. Really looking forward to that. And I've got a big project David and I are working on in the garage that I've kind of hinted at, and you probably figured it out, but can't wait to get that all put together. So make sure that you have liked and subscribed. Go check out Kim's channel. Say a little prayer for Western North Carolina, and remember them in your thoughts and your prayers. As always, I love you all, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.